Okay. All right. It appears as though we are live. Which is cool. That's cool. I didn't have to press go live. So, sweet. All right. This is a bit of an experiment to try a bunch of things that I haven't tried before, do it live, and figure it out. I tried this AI coding assistant earlier in the week, Aider. It is basically like a chat interface wrapper around the LLMs that are available, and it it sort of wraps around your whole repository in Git, and you can ask it to do something. When you ask it to make a change to the code, it can see all of the files, which is great, and do things in context. It will make diffs into the repository and then auto commit those optionally, auto commit them back to the repository so you can quickly and easily revert and undo things. You can review sort of the commits and see what it did. Anyway, it seems like it does a pretty good job with some basic testing that I did quickly. And today I am going to use it to do something a bit more challenging. It's a Saas app idea that I had years ago when I was traveling. And the idea is to have kind of like an Airbnb, but in the sense that it's like a rental kind of space, but it is geared towards RVers who are on the road and need a place to stop for the night, and are able to dry camp their RVs. Currently, there is limited options. There's lots of apps that kind of show you where you can and can't stay. A lot of places are like Walmart parking lots and Cracker Barrels, where they are okay with RVs spending the night. In this case, the idea is to let people who have land, probably people who have land along the highway or along major routes, probably, and it's not doing anything, or they have a gravel lot or a field or a parking lot, and it's unmanned. They don't want to do any maintenance for it, but this basically lets people the idea is that somebody would sign up as part of the service to be a host. They would get a sign to put on the land that has some ground rules, as well as a QR code that allows people to purchase single nights or become members, and it's a cheap and easy way to manage a bunch of land, get people to pay, and hopefully maybe it becomes a thing. So that is the idea, sort of a paid parking but for RVers. and I'm going to see if Aider is up to the task. I have not done any prep before this, so we'll see how it goes live. I've got a VS Code going, no files as of yet. The only thing I did do is put my private keys in a .env file, and I installed Aider. Okay, so I picked a name, ParkPay. It's not, if we do end up launching this, it won't be called that, but that's what the working name will be for today. And let's see. I don't know if everybody's seen the hype around Sonnet, but that one seems to be getting some attention this week. So I'll give that a try and see how it goes. All right, so just running Aider and telling it to use Sonnet, and it looks like it connected. It created a git ignore. I guess it create a git repository. Yes, it did. I guess so. It initted a git repository and added a git ignore file, just ignoring itself. Okay. I'm gonna see how this goes. Let's give it a shot. My preferred language is Python, so I'm gonna get it to do something in Python. Let's see, what would be Flask or Django? Let's go with Django. Create a Django web app that allows, let's just create a Django web app template to start a multi-user Saas platform for our viewers. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, that's a great start. Great start. Let's maybe Sonnet is still too young, or I need to up my plan there. Let's try it with without specifying. Looks like by default it'll use OpenAI. Oh. Okay. It looks like it is creating a bunch of templates in there. URLs allow creation of the new file settings. Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, it's going to ask me to do a bunch of files. Okay. Seems to be repeating itself a bit. Only 3 reflections allowed. Stopping. What did it create? Okay, so we got a blank settings file, blank URLs. We've got home sign up, 2 homes. That looks like a bit of a bug. duplicate. That's identical. Okay. URLs, forms. What's this? Password. That would be the sign up form. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad start. I haven't done anything as of yet for this, but let's create a virtual Python, put this stuff in, activate that. And then it did not create a requirements file. Create a requirements. Create a requirements.txt file for this app. Okay. It just has Django in it for now, looks like. Let's install those. And it went with Django 3.2, which I don't think is very current. No, they are currently at Django 5, so it's pretty out of date to start with. I wonder if I can ask it to upgrade to Django 5. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Did it? There we go. Did change that. Okay, and then now it's been a while since I've done some Django stuff. And interesting, it didn't autocomplete that. Django. Okay. Did it create a manage? No, did not create very many of the typical things. It may have gone sideways right from the beginning. Django admin start project. Park pay. What does that do? Okay, that's creating this, but okay, but I got some of the files I need here. So but it's all jammed up in here. So let's see what we can do to make this right. Can I do that? No. Well, let me do that. I probably should have started a project without it, but let's see if the AI can fix this up for me. Create the manage.py file for Django. Okay. Did it create it? Oh, it asked me to save it. Settings allowed hosts. Let's see. Can you fix the error? Boom. Okay. And oh, that worked. All right, let's sort of server error. Let's just try fix this. Not a great starting point as of yet. Oops. Multi-line. The multi-line stuff doesn't work yet. I don't know what it's doing. It's going a little too fast to follow. I diagnose and fix the issue. It looks like it's having a bit of a chat with itself. Sort of some agent back and forth. This file looks correct. See that? These changes will, okay. Fix linting errors. That's pretty cool. It's going through to fix some of these other things. Did it stop? Nope. Doing lots of stuff. The LLM did not conform to the edit format. You can see it. It looks like it tries to do a diff format in the chat back and forth with the AI, which is kind of clever. I guess it is like able to diagnose then that the syntax is not quite right if the LLM doesn't generate it correctly. It just won't work, which is maybe where it's stuck in a loop here, trying to generate correct syntax. Search replace blocks failed to match. What is it trying to do? It's trying to edit the settings file. And I don't see that line in here at all, so I don't know where that's trying to come from. But I'm getting a different error at the moment. Secret key should be in settings, should it not? Well, we got a 200 once I added that in. It looks like it's okay. It's added something. It's oh, I see. Gotta eat that. Didn't have that. Okay. It looks like it managed to sort itself out and get the diff in there. Let me show you what I'm seeing here for the homepage. So this is what we've got so far. Django app with login and sign up links. Obviously not very pretty. Let's see what happens. No such table. That makes sense. I haven't created a database. What did it generate to be the database? Okay, so it looks like it's trying to do a SQLite database. And that's a pretty good place to start. Let's just create a new terminal here. Python manage.py migrate. All right, and try that again. All right. We are authenticated, logged in with a new user. Sweet. Let's pretty this up. Let's say, can you add bootstrap styles to make the base template look, let's say, modern. Okay. Created a base.html. Okay. And there we go. Bootstrap added, just like that. Don't need to save the password. Okay. So we've got a basic web page with authentication and user creation. The next thing I want to be able to do for the proof of concept would be I need two types of users. Modify the user accounts so that there are the RV users and the landowner. OWNER users who will see different features in the back end. Okay, let's see what it does with that. Okay, looks like creating a models file, sign up is modified, the forms are modified. Let's see if the web page looks the same. Let's have a look at the changes there. What did it change? Main forms. Okay, so we got a user type, an RV user, and a landowner as one of the sign-up options. Okay, that's reasonable, I guess. It's probably not going to be too many overlap people. And that's not changed. What do we have here? On the user profile, we've got a one-to-one to the user and added a user type. That's a pretty good way to do it. And that would have had, did it create a migration? Do we have to do that? No. Let me make the migration myself. Do I need to do, that was in main? Nope. Nope, that's not the right one, is it? Probably should have done a Flask app. I'm a bit rusty on my Django, but maybe that makes it a good test case for this. Python manage SQL migrate main. I don't know. Oh. How do I create migrations? Oh, make migrations. No changes. Main. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay, so the database is up to date with that change. That's good. The next thing I want to do is normally when I would do a Django app, I would start with the models first and then build out the app from there afterwards. So the next thing would be that a landowner can have one or more properties. A landowner, I wonder if it'll be able to just take this as like this is like a spec kind of language. A landowner can have one or more properties. I'm going to capitalize properties, so I don't think it'll make a difference, but one or more properties. The property has... Yeah, I'm doing a live stream. The property has a GPS location, location, a description, title, and that'd be like the name, I guess. May be fun. A collection of photos, probably, that can be uploaded, and a capacity, a parking capacity, let's say. Yeah, let's go with that. Don't want to give it too much all at once. But I'm thinking may have things like amenities as a list of things that they could check. Property list. Okay, there's a property form file. Oh, it's done? Okay. Let's see what it did there. We've got no new routes to those pages, which is interesting. Did it put them over here? Admin is the admin, the auth URLs, and the main URLs, but there's no URLs for these ones yet. Add the let's for these new pages. Add the URLs for these new pages. All right. Let's see if it updates that. There we go. And how does that look? Oh, there we go. We're back. And let's just go direct to one of these. Oh, did it crash? It crashed. I don't know how much of it. This is a big stack trace. Let's just say fix this. Did it work? Don't need that window. Reload. Did it still? Nope. It still did not fix it. Main.views has no attribute prop. Main views. Yeah, it does not. You're right. where did it put this? It looks like it's correct in there. Home, sign up. Oh, maybe because I deleted something manually, did it mess it up? I don't know. But the imports are not matching this. I'm just gonna copy that and paste it over here. Oh, that is totally messed up. Let's say try that again. Well, added property list, property create are there. Attempt to fix lint errors. Sure, try to fix the lint errors. Oh. And then it undid itself. Okay. Interesting. Try again. This time, I'm gonna know. Don't fix the lint errors. I will fix the lint errors. Okay. Now it still has the imports not quite right. I'm just going to copy these in myself. Cannot import property from main models. Models? Yeah, it didn't create that either. I swear I saw it do that. It seems to be a little bit of an issue with making some of these changes. It seems like the models for property. Let it redo that. I can see the model there. Allow creation of new file. Why is it trying to do a new file? Self-user. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it did something weird here. Created a new file that has some garbage in it. So, yeah, maybe it's got some messed up syntax that just jumbled things a bit. That seems okay. Let me just create a new file. Let's be a bit more explicit and see if it figures this out. add property model to main slash models.py. Oh, let's try to create a file down here. Yeah, obviously didn't put that in the right spot. But let's copy it into the right spot. And then the form also is missing. Yeah, we got the sign up form, but we're missing the property form. Missing the property. Let me see, what is it? It looks like it's trying to do it correctly. Here's the search and replace block for main slash forms.py. Sign up form, property form. But then allow creation of a new file, and it comes up with this janky file name. All right, I think we're at a point where I have to see if I can refresh something here. And I do need to fix the import here as well. I think, no. Cannot use image field because pillow is not installed. Add pillow to requirements. Let's see if it gets that one. That was a simple change. Did we get it right? Yes, we did. I will just try and do that here. Okay. That, so far so good. Are we back up and running? No. Let's try restarting this. Oh, no such table. That also makes sense. So I can tell that there's a lot of back and forth going on here. Let's do make migrations and migrate. Okay. Okay. Now there's a properties list page. Create a new. We got the form. We got photos. Interesting that it's just kind of a single photo. Parking capacity, GPS location. Let's put GPS location as long. Change GPS location to latitude and longitude. I think ultimately you would put a map pin kind of thing in here to figure out what the lat long is and not make people type it in. But, oh, that one didn't seem to have any issues. But did it make the change? The form unchanged. Yeah, it's not making these diffs. Something is amiss. Let's see what maybe I need a little bit more here. Model tokens, web drop. Clear. Maybe it just needs. Did it get it that time? Yes. Okay, now we got lat long. Okay. And reload. Okay, now we got a terrible looking form. Oh my god, what the hell is going on here? I guess that is a title and a latitude, longitude. Wow, that is... If that is typical learned formatting for a form, that's pretty sad. Okay. Can we just like make the form look pretty? Let's see what it comes up with for pretty. And reload. All right, that's a little bit better of a layout. It still looks hideous, but whatever. Okay, so now we got users, we got properties. Let's just create one here and see. Actually, I know that the latitude and longitude didn't get a migration, so I will that thing. GPS this, because let's just put in 0 as the default. Okay. And then migrate. Okay. We've got the database migration with the lat longs. And if I run this again, still works. Okay, let's create a test property. This is the best place to park, and it is at latitude 4950. I don't have a photo, and there's 10 spaces. All right. The list view kind of works. That's not bad. It says my properties. Okay, next thing I want to do, the way this app is supposed to work, and the idea is that once you have a property, I want to be able to create a sign, and the sign should have some of the information that we provided, as well as a QR code for a way to identify this particular location and pay to park. So I'm going to A QR code can be created for an arbitrary URL. So that would be a checkout probably page kind of thing. I'm gonna start with. Should I go straight into payments? That's the question. What LLM? O'Brien, see that? This one is using GPT-4o, OpenAI at the moment. I tried to use Sonnet, but it didn't seem to work as of yet for me. All right. Yeah, so I'm trying to create a... Let's see how it handles something like this. Add Stripe for payments to this app. I don't know what it'll do, but we'll see what it does. Interesting. Looks like it added quite a bit of stuff there. What did it add? I think one of the neat things about this Aider is everything goes into git commits, but it doesn't look like it's actually committing very much here. Maybe I don't have it auto-committing. What did it do? It added Stripe to the requirements. Did it actually do it? Did it this time? It did. Let's do a pip install. See what happens. Okay, that worked. It added the Stripe keys to the settings file. It added a bunch of stuff to the views for imports. I don't know why it added so many things here. Well, I suppose it was, maybe it didn't add a whole bunch, but, and then we've got a create checkout session. Oh, I suppose I should have added a price per night to the property. That would be a good thing to do. That would make sense. Create a checkout session. Went into main URLs. Let's see if it did that, because it had trouble with the URLs file before. Nope, that one is in there now. Okay. That worked. And then there is now a checkout session. Why did it add this to the base template? Publishable key checkout button. What did it do? What did it do this time? I don't know. Is subclass. It looks like it messed something up. Let's try undo. Wait, what did it just... Did I just do too much? Oh, okay. Add add stripe. But no, let's before we add stripe, add a price per night to the property. Let's see what it does. This is an easier thing. Okay. Now I didn't run the migrations, so I know I'm gonna have to do make migrations. I'll pick a default of $10 per night, and then not that one. I want to migrate. Okay, so now we have a price per night. Yeah, man, it's like in some ways this is amazing that you could just say that and it would build it, and in other ways it is frustrating because you have to like double check that it actually did things correctly. But where did that go? Models now has a price per night, which is a decimal field. Yeah, I mean, that's reasonable. So that's cool. Let's see what the view looks like here. Okay, and it already added it to the display properties there. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely just reading your comment there, O'Brien. It's got some edge cases. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement, but considering that I'm pretty rusty with Django, this is, navigating the entire code base, which is impressive. That I don't think that's been such a good feature so far with like the Git Copilot autocomplete. Doesn't always pick that up, and the other things typically don't do a very good job of a full repository. That's been impressive. But it does require some back and forth, and it does, it got stuck on some files that already tried to create these janky file names and jammed it with that stuff. That would be like a syntax error somewhere in something. Let's see how we can get along with what would be the next thing. I guess what I want is like, I want for somebody in the real world to drive into one of these parking lots, scan the QR code on the sign, and it takes them to a pay page for that property at that price. And maybe we can make it better over time, but that's a good spot to start. So what would I want for that? To do a QR code, I'm going to need a unique URL, and it would be good to obfuscate the ID, so I'm not just using like an ID number. So let's create a short random string, kind of like for each property, for a property. that can be used for a short URL, which we can then turn into a Kira code. Okay. Let's see what it would do. Normally I would kind of create like a UUID or something like that for this. Let's see. I don't want to ask people for it. That's I don't want to ask people for it. So, oh, this is on the list view. That's fine to show it for now. We can hide it later. Forms. I don't want to. Should I undo that or just keep going forward and ask it to change it? Let me undo. And then create a short random string for a property that could be used to show automatically when I wonder if I just generate. Maybe I should use create. Generate a short random string automatically for a property that can be used for when a new property is saved to the DB. Let's see if that's a bit more clear what I want to happen. Looks like it's still kept it in the form. I can see this is forms and it's still listed there. And form, yeah, maybe I need to be even more explicit. Don't ask the user for the short URL. Just generate something random. And let's say 6 characters. Okay. That looks better. That looks better. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we got short URL blank. Did it? Yeah, it didn't save it to the database. I have there unique true blank true. Oh no, it did. Okay, on save, but it is currently blank. Okay. Well, let's make migrations and migrate. Okay. I guess blank is fine for now. Unique is true. That's cool. Created a constraint on it. I didn't tell it to do that. That's pretty neat. All right, So now we have a short URL. Let's see how it would handle generating a QR code for that. I don't know where you put this in a final app. Where would it go? I want to display a QR code. That links to the short URL. Or links, encodes. QR code that encodes the short URL and show it on the property list page. Property list page. Let's see what it does. Okay, so now we've got a QR code library added. We've got it generating a QR code. Added to the list. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Let's see if it actually. Nope. Oh wait. Is that? Let me. I don't have a URL for the short URL, if that makes sense. Let's create a page, the public page, at the URL slash, let's call it slash pay slash short URL code. That shows the details of the property. That's kind of cool. I didn't have to match that syntax. It sort of translated that. That was nice for the short URL. And it looks like we've got a reasonable layout. I mean, some of it doesn't make sense, but asking for the new template. How long until prototype? I don't know. This is my first time doing this, so we'll see how long it takes. But I've only just started using Aider this week, so it's all new stuff. Let's see, we've got properties. That's working. This property has no code, so to did it not do that? URLs. Let's double check my work here. It is not there. It is not there. Looks like we're stuck on this one. Allow the creation of this file. Yes. Did it create it? Main templates, main property detail. It did not create the file that it said it would. Let's clear and try it again. And now we got it. Okay, so definitely some bugs. It seems like it gets jammed up somewhere in the back end. And let's see, did it? Oh, it's not running now. Oh, I do need to do that, don't I? Requirements, install. And let's see. What? No. Let's what is it doing here? Property create is now stuck on properties add, property create, property create. Why did it break this other view now? Oh my gosh. Property detail, property list, property payment detail. Yeah, know what? I mean, now we've got some dead code here. And we're missing what did it do? What did it do? It looks like it just completely smashed this. Oh, I see. Yeah, this diff looks like it was malformed. Oh my god, Alexa. Oh, Alexa. Yeah, so it removed this and put in this property detail and then didn't put this back in. So that's what the dead code here is for. So I'll just manually put that together. There we go. And no such column. Why did it create a column for that? I don't know. Why would you create a column for that instead of QR code, add code? That's not going to be correct. Save to a buffer. Save. That's that's not great. I mean, it's fine to have some data in the database, but a QR code can be generated in milliseconds. Whatever. Migrate that in. Let's. Of course, it doesn't actually have one because I didn't save it, but it should be empty. I wonder if did it enable the admin? I am not authenticated to use the admin. I can't remember what it is. Admin. Migrations. Create super user. Yeah. Can I? All right. Okay. The admin is there. We've got users groups, but no properties. Okay. Well, let's add user profile and property to Django admin. Let's see what happens. Create an admin. Okay, let's see. Did it work? No, it did not work. It is there. Oh man, I forget how this is working, but let's just say I don't see the models listed showing on Gadden. Let's see if it adds it. I feel like it needs to import this somewhere else. I mean, it looks like it beefed up that definition, but it added the admin file, but it didn't import it anywhere. Does that admin.py file need to be imported somewhere? See if it gets the hint. No, the admin file does not need to be imported. Django automatically detects it. Maybe I need to restart the server. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now we've got user profiles, no profiles. I think I should have one. Is there users? There's 2 users, no profiles. The profile was supposed to have, oh, the type of user on it. Yeah, and I signed up before I created that. That makes sense. Okay, let's just save that and see. Nope, it doesn't create one, but let's call this one Matt. Okay. And okay, it saved it. Then it should have created this URL. The QR code attribute has no file. Yeah, because it didn't create one. Can you re-save the QR code image when the model is updated? Let's see. Resave it every time it changes. Okay. User profile. What? Why? What? What is it doing? The QR code is not on a user profile. Why would it have thought that? It's down there. Self short URL. What? And then return the username? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is... It is so confused itself on this. ChatGPT. Telling you, man. When this gets good, it will be incredible, but until then, I think that can go there. And then I can just get rid of all of that. That seems weird. Why would it return not that? Wait, what? Return. Okay. That might have been why it didn't behave the way I thought it was going to. But, okay, so now we've got that. If I do save, Will it create it? Yes. Okay. Now it's created a QR code image on save. And if I go to the, oh, come on. Type it out. Pay/Matt. All right, there we go. We get sort of a info page. Okay. Now let's, now I think would be a good time to add Stripe. Add Stripe. And create a checkout. Add Stripe and create a checkout. Checkout payment. Checkout form. Checkout. Payment button. I can't remember. I think it has an embedded credit card checkout on the pay/short URL page. Let's see. So I did mess around with some of the files here. I don't know if it'll run into some issues. I think it keeps like a some of this stuff is in its working context on the LLM. So 404. Oh, okay. I don't see it. So it seems like it messed it up again. It was supposed to add the create checkout session to the main URL. So let's see if it did that. No, it did not. Okay. So this fixed it last time. Clear the history and then try it again. Did it? Did it do it this time? This is so weird. No. Yeah, see, like, it knows it wants to make this change, but it didn't actually apply the diff, which is weird. Don't know what it undid. Did I just... because it didn't quite do it, did it? The admin is okay. The last thing that I messed around with was here, and that looks fine. Again, maybe I need to apply this. Logging middleware. I don't know why. That one. I think having these diffs that are not committed confuses it a little bit. That stuff is all fine. I'll just create it. Some manual fixes. Oh, let's try this again. Let's see. It is. Is it adding the URLs this time? No. Ugh. What is it? It looks like it's trying to do the right thing. The payment detail. Looks like it was trying to do that. I'm going to try quitting and restarting this. Okay, re-adding files to the context. And now it's got a mistake. This main URLs. Main views has no. Okay, that's a misapplied diff again. Yeah, this one. Okay, that's a good sign, I think, that it applied the diff. It just deleted this line while it was out. After checkout, so it should have been down here, repeated itself after this redirect. Okay. Everything else. This one, did this do the same thing as well? Find the end block and replace it with all this stuff, but then doesn't put the end block back in. Property payment detail page. Block content, but no end block. Okay. It's interesting that it makes these mistakes. The same issue. I wonder if the Sonnet model would do a better job. Or have different errors, maybe. Let's see if this works now. Pay Matt. Oh, come on, man. No reverse match. Create a checkout session. Create checkout session is not a valid view. Which would be the URLs. Oh, yeah. Didn't add the URL. Oh. What? It was asking me for something here. There we go. I interrupted it. It was not finished processing. There we go. And the question, I'm wondering if it picked up that I wanted to charge that price. That would be interesting. Oh, we got a 500 error on it. Invalid API key from Stripe, which to be expected. Okay. Well, let's do a quick review because it's getting late. So far in how long has this been going on? We've got does it keep a time? Oh, we started at 7:50. It is now 9:20. 7, 8, 9. An hour and a half. And in an hour and a half, we got a Django app with authentication, sign up, sign in, user accounts with a custom profile model, as well as a property model. We've added QR code generators. Did it actually generate? No, that one does not actually look like it's correct. Is it actually? No. There is no path to that QR code. That's probably why it doesn't render. Let me see what. Create a URL to view the QR code. Come on, man. It messed it up again. Oh. Views. It did the same stupid thing. Def QR code. Get the hang of it, I guess. But all right, let's see if it actually QR dash code. No S. Short URL. path to the actual PNG is giving a 404 error. I don't know if it'll fix that or not. What would it do? To resolve a 404 error, I don't think that's how this is going to work, because this is in the database. It needs to sort it out from memory. The PNG is in the database. Create a URL to PNG data. Let's see. Normally, yeah, a little bit weird. Oh no. Fix lint errors. Let's give it a shot at fixing its own linting errors. Oh. Nope. Did it do itself again? We've got serve PNG. What? Did it remove its settings? What is it? Oh my gosh. What kind of mess did it get itself into here? Serve PNG short URL. But did it not? It didn't implement that. Oh, it did the same what? Property. Did it? I don't see that here. No, it did not apply this diff. This is annoying. The chat. There we go. What? F. Tick, tick, tick. That seems like a weird syntax error to have made. Okay, so serve dash PNG. Oh my gosh. It got confused with this ask for sure. A bad header. Yeah. Content disposition. That seems unnecessary, apparently. Okay. So there we go. Does it work? Where does it go? I got my phone. And it is going to example.com. Okay. That's kind of correct then. That's cool. And I think property payment. Screw it. Anyway, so that is kind of the stuff we've got so far. We've got a QR code for the property. We've got logins, homepage. We have no navigation. I should have done some navigation. We've got admin to mess around there, and a properties. Okay, that looks like it's scoped correctly to the user because I'm currently logged in as admin. That's cool. So definitely some usability things would be next on the list, but in fixing the stripe issue. But for a proof of for an hour and a half, not bad. Not bad. Not a bad start. I think it might. Maybe it'll be better if I get to the get out of the models and database stuff and into styling. Okay, that is it for this evening. I'll pick this up again and hopefully finish this project off and get it up somewhere. Thanks to everybody who chimed in.